In ultra hardcore, death is inevitable. But the cool thing about this world is that it's not the end. A player's death is just the end of their chapter. So when I die, I will pass the world on, just like the 5 players who came before me. But it's not time for that yet, because I'm still full of life. Just last episode, I solved this world's biggest treasure hunt and recovered a legendary armor set called the Vengeance of Generations, which was hidden well over a year ago by a generation of the past. Once I recovered it, I decided to put it to the test in every trial chamber I could find. And after 14 hours of raiding, I finally found everything I needed. The time has come for me to start forging my own destiny. And that all begins right here. This is UHC Generations. I spent 14 hours in the trial chambers getting all the components for a maxed out mace, something that my predecessor Legundo tried to do, but I can totally see why he abandoned the quest. Without an elytra, it is a near impossible task. Still, he was the first generation to set out to get a mace, and I think for that, this weapon is always a little bit his, and therefore, I think it should carry his name. Now there are many people in disagreement about what Legundo's generational title should be, but in the UHC Generations Discord, people settled on the beacon for the beacon towers, the first beacon that he brought into the world, and the first player to shine a light in the end dimension, leading the way for those after him. So this weapon shall be called Beacon's Destiny, forged in the fires of Destiny's Forge. Let's put it to the test. That's pretty cool, but a weapon like this, I think we can do better. I have big plans from now, but to take action on those, I need to get something. I need to really demonstrate the power that I've just brought into this world. After collecting the 11th skull, I got really close to losing them all to this cast. But only a little while later, I had 16 skulls. That's 1 spare. Now, it's time to make a statement. It's time to really test this weapon's power. One for each generation that came before me. Oh, dude. Oh my god, what a fight. 5 withers. Absolutely no chance against Beacon's Destiny and the Vengeance of Generations. This is what true power looks like.
Someone talking about power is never a good sign. Until recently, Loony had been an explorer in this world, seeing the places of generations past, full of wonder as he followed in their footsteps. But finding the Vengeance of Generations had set him on a new path. If only it would have been more difficult down there. Maybe things would have played out differently. Well, that's that's not how our story goes. Loony made it out without a scratch, unimaginably wealthy and confident like never before, his dreams growing ever larger. So he built a forge and used it to create a weapon stronger than the world had ever seen from the heavy core that he found. But cores and valuables were not the only thing he brought back from the trial chambers. Loony also found knowledge in there, memories from ancient times, and that discovery was the spark that lit a fire. He understood there was more to this world, and he wanted to know it all. He wanted to have it all. And as the fire slowly built into a giant blaze, he would take it all. Loony started to mobilize the world around him to do his bidding, and the spirits of the past heard a horn echo through the veil, a sonic full of foreboding and dread. For those who are wise know, knowledge without wisdom could be the undoing of all mankind.
There we are. Time to step it up. I got these LAs and copper golems over here, and they will have to put in the work for me, because I have more important things to do. This forge is barely worthy of its name right now, but I will turn it into a majestic structure. Mark my words, I will turn this world into something majestic. I'm not going to sit idly by like some lazy bum. I'll make sure that I cement my legacy so I go down in history. This world will remember me. It will have to. I won't let it come down to chance. Alright, I'm no longer needed here. These guys will do my work for me. But I realize there's a lot I don't know about this world. So I have some investigating to do. I need to bring a few things to the keep, starting with these. These flowers are oddly powerful, but I realize it's not the only thing. Like these critters down here, they baffle me. They're way more powerful than you would expect. I mean, look at them. They can do crazy things. And then there is this, of course. The beacon that Legundo made. It's no longer the only one. But I came to the conclusion that there's a lot of power in this world that hasn't really been tapped into this far. But I'm going to change that. I will be the generation that discovered the deeper secrets. Hold up, I lost her. That's two. But I know of two more creatures like these. I'll look into all of that later. But I want to check out something else. There's something I gotta revisit here. It's been a while since I read Legundo's journals, and I think I gotta do it again. The journals are not giving me what I hoped for, but Legs left some other books. The Marks of Generations. These flowers, created when death was defeated at Reaper Point, serve as a final memorial and poetic reminder of the first 4 generations of UHCG whose golem counterparts mirrored their ends. They serve as a final, posthumous memorial of the ones that came before and their part in the final battle. Legend states that these marks serve as a key to unlock one of UHCG's greatest secrets. The following pages are meant only for the one who regains these keys. And then there's this. The first key, found by Legundo in the first trial chamber, somewhat near the Vault of Stars. This key was saved while many more were used in search of a mace, ending in failure. This serves as a reminder that UHCG, much like life, is about the journey, not the destination. Where life begins, where generations ended, where industry fell, where history sleeps, and where the world will one day end. I have to find these flowers. Good luck. I think there's 2 of these, which I know exactly where they are. Where industry fell has to be right around here. Or up there. Mark of the Industrialist. Okay, that's one. I think there's one other that I know where to find immediately. Somewhere over here, there's a tree that marks the spot. And we should be able to pick it up easily because of the light. It's right here. Legs was here. Code Neon, Quilby, Moai. Well, it has to be down here. You have found the place where UHC Generations will come to an end. This series, much like our own lives within it, cannot last forever. I think it is best that it gets a proper ending, an intentional finale rather than fade into obscurity. So when that time comes, return to this place and go through the door before you. Make sure you have done everything you needed to do before you end the series. It's a big decision, and it's yours to make. You can always turn around and come back later, or let a future generation be the one to end it. It's up to you. And UHC Generations. Forward, yes. Back, no. This door is open. That must have been Legs. Are you no? I don't want to go too further. Okay, no, we're going back. But I got what we came for. That one goes there. And the Mark of the Industrialist is where we start. Let's review the clue. Life begins, generations ended, and history sleeps. That will only make for 4. This one is Historia's Respite, or Historian's Rest. Historian's Rest. It has to be here. I guess I'll come back for this one later. I've had this world for a while now, and I'm starting to recognize things. I'm starting to see patterns. I'm starting to understand. This is not a world like any other world, but there's a lot to figure out. So I made a place where I can study, where I can lay bare the threads, because this is what I've come to understand. There's really, really powerful things in this world that granted me a power to survive, the power of regeneration. But I think there's more to it. I've seen other things equally powerful, and I have to know what they're all about. But that will take time, it will take research And there's one thing I've realized I can do right now. All I need is more heat. Okay, that's all the preparation out of the way. Now, I get to build a forge. It's time. Here we are. In the extra hot fires of Destiny's Forge, I'm finally gonna bring the vengeance of generations into its final form. Let's start with the crown. Too expensive. How is it that a legendary set cannot even have the best enchantments? What can we do here? At least these can be better. But this is not at all what I wanted. This is not what I had in mind. I need to find a better way. Even with optimized books, I can only get Aqua Affinity and Respiration 2 here. This is just not going to fly. For now, I will take what I can get. But mark my words, I have this epic forge at my disposal, and I'm gonna find a way to make this armor so strong that nobody will ever see its like again.
Loony spent weeks processing his adventure so far, studying everything he had come across in the library at his keep, and the study yielded results. He learned a lot about the world around him, its unique possibilities, but also its limitations. It was when he recognized these limitations that a change started in him. They taunted him, annoyed him, frustrated him, angered him. So Loony chose to be different, to walk the path least traveled upon. When you run into an impossibility, there are but two options: acceptance or defiance.